opponent, weighing in at 270 pounds from American Samoa, he is the current reigning and defending Ring of Honor champion, Samoa Joe.
It is now time for Samoa Joe's 14th Ring of Honor World title defense. He has defended the belt in England, in Germany, in other promotions. He has defended the belt against the best that have come to go after it. And now for the first time, he is defending the belt inside of a steel cage. This match can end in pinfall, submission, knockout, or simply by escaping the cage and getting both feet to touch the ground.
And that's the Jim Cornette influence in this match. He made it a part of the contract, but it's not pinfalls in the ring, it's also escaping to the floor, and I think that could be an advantage for Jay Briscoe.
Cornette very crafty as always. Samoa Joe, he challenged Jay Briscoe to this steel cage match after Jay Briscoe pinned him in controversial fashion using a tennis racket at the last stand. Cornette said, all right, I represent the Briscoes, you can have your steel cage match to settle this feud, but Jay Briscoe can win the title by simply escaping the cage. And here we go. And what about what we just witnessed too in the last match before intermission? Samoa Joe, the world title, and AJ Styles, the pure wrestling champion, face to face. Ricky Steamboat making them shake hands, acknowledge each other as champions. So I guess the rivalry between the two belts is over, Ray.
I guess so, and I guess it's when you have the clout of Ricky Steamboat, you can do just that.
And look at Jay, he's going right for the door.
Sound strategy by the younger competitor right here, the challenger Jay Briscoe, trying to end this real quick.
And of course, no code of honor in this one. It's inside the steel cage. It's going to get ugly. This feud has raged on since basically beating the odds on September the 6th. The first match was October the 16th. The tradition continues when Joe defeated Jay. And since then, this feud has just gotten more and more brutal. Whether it's the tag team title matches where Joe teamed with the likes of AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, and Jerry Lynn to go after the Briscoes, and he failed in all those attempts. Whether it was Mark Briscoe going for the world title in that brutal match at Final Battle. But now it's finally going to come to a head. It's going to close right here inside of the steel cage. And there's Jay going for the door again.
That could have been it.
Paul Turner trying to open it.
And you know what? If this has been like any other ROH cage matches, this match is going to turn into a blood feud real quick.
Well, that steel cage can be used as a weapon. And look at Jay fighting back. The Samoa Joe basically tried to intimidate the Briscoes at the beginning of this feud. He tried to bully them, and the Briscoes were having none of that. As look at Mark, and he's telling Paul Turner you got to open that door quicker. And Jay's getting, look at that confidence by Jay Briscoe.
He says he's got him?
He had Joe down, opting not to go to the door, opting instead to try to do more damage, so perhaps an escape will be easier in the future.
And you have Mark Briscoe out on the outside, and that's, you know, Mark Briscoe can't really interfere in this match, but he can control the cage door and everything, so that could be an advantage, because I don't really think Joe has anybody that will come down in his corner, because when you're the ROH World Champion, everybody's against you because they want that belt.
You're 100% right about that. And right now, you know, Jim Cornette has to be sitting by the phone in Louisville, Kentucky, waiting for the result of this one. Because you know if Jay Briscoe becomes world champion, that's going to be a lot of money in Jim Cornette's pocket. And there's Samoa Joe fighting back. Ooh. Big chop. Big chop. Another one. Several chops. Whipping Jay Briscoe in. Briscoe ducks a lariat, though, and he goes for the door one more time. No, Samoa Joe holding on for dear life. All it takes is perhaps some perspiration to cause Jay Briscoe to slip out of the grasp of Samoa Joe, and this whole title reign is over.
Jay Briscoe about 2 feet from being your new ROH World Champion right there. And Joe has him hooked. Oh, what a German suplex. He just folded him up against the mat, Chris.
Nicely done. Real quick, we got to pay the bills as you see Mark Briscoe feeling the pain of his brother. But for a selection of over 5,000 tapes from every promotion featuring every big name you can think of, rfvideo.com.
That's what I was going to say. I knew the answer to that question. And he slingshots him into the cage like a ramrod. And again, oh.
big time into the steel.
He
I
just-
gotta mention ROHWrestling.com, 215-891-9404, RFvideo.com.
What's Joe going for? What is
Got a
that?
chain. He hit in the turnbuckle,
Why has he got a chain? He's got a cage to. Oh, he just took out Mark.
and Joe could escape through the cage.
What's he doing?
Well, Joe said he wants to make an example out of Jay Briscoe here.
Oh, look what he's doing. He's chaining the door, Chris.
Samoa Joe, this is why he's a world champion. The man is a genius. He is chaining that door shut.
There's no way Jay Briscoe could get through that door. Jay Briscoe, he's almost trapped in the cage. That's one place I wouldn't want to be with the hard-hitting ROH champion is trapped in a steel cage, Chris.
The door is not an option for
Ah.
Jay Briscoe.
He's busted wide open, Chris. Oh, look at the blood is pouring out of his head. The claret is flowing here in the Rexplex, Chris.
The steel mesh has ripped a gash open in the forehead of Jay Briscoe. And Samoa Joe, he is going to make that example of Jay Briscoe. Samoa Joe, he could be our ROH World Champion for 1 full year if he manages to win this match.
Goes for a cover, only a 2 count.
And is that blood on the back of Samoa Joe?
Oh,
That's Jay Briscoe's
There's
blood.
blood everywhere. Oh, this is disgusting, Chris. And look, he's going to take his head and ram it against the cage. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's terrible.
The steel mesh is slicing and dicing the skin of Jay Briscoe.
I don't think Jay Briscoe thought this would be it. Look at the blood all over the cage.
Samoa Joe just licked the blood off his fingers.
Ugh.
That is disgusting. And look at him just punishing Jay Briscoe. Briscoe, one half of the ROH Tag Team Champions, along with his brother, champion versus champion. But he is getting a beating right now as he takes the steel mesh one more time.
Oh, that's terrible. Jay Briscoe in a world of trouble right here. Samoa Joe, he's enjoying this.
Oh my God! Oh my God! We might have to. Can we even put this on the home release? We might have to censor this.
Oh, the blood is pouring everywhere. Look at this. Oh, look at it pouring out of his head. My God, Lovey. The referee might want to stop this. Look at that. Oh, I have never seen anything quite like that. And Joe cheering on. The fans are almost watching us in disbelief. And now we have a face wash. Oh, and he's taking off the already busted open head of Jay Briscoe.
Oh, and there's blood on the floor. I'm getting very uncomfortable.
Oh, look at it. It's pouring like a faucet, Chris.
I don't know if I can call this anymore.
This could be one of the most graphic things we have ever seen. Look at the open cut in his head. Oh, the blood is everywhere. And the fans getting behind Samoa Joe here.
It's ole ole time. Normally I have a lot of fun calling the ole ole kick, but
now this is going beyond the bounds of professional wrestling. Look at the disbelief on Jay Briscoe's brother's Mark's face right there. They got to end this quick.
I might puke up that hot dog I ate at intermission.
Ugh.
What Samoa Joe being relentless, showing no mercy, and Briscoe fights out. How's he doing it?
And a big kick right to the head. This could be his opportunity, Chris. Ah, but the door is chained. I forgot.
I think it's just survival for Jay Briscoe at this point.
He's lost so much blood. There's no way he'd be able to get over the top of the cage.
He has to be getting dizzy at this point from the blood loss.
He has no equilibrium left to climb. But look, he's trying to. What's he thinking?
Mark yelling to try to climb over the top of the cage.
Oh my God! Look at that. The crimson mask right here.
This is not going to last much longer. It has to be stopped soon. If Jay Briscoe manages to survive, it has to be stopped.
Oh! Backdrop driver off the top rope. That's got to be it, Chris. I'm going on record. This is the bloodiest match I've ever seen in ROH. This compares to Homicide and Carino in Connecticut, Chris.
If Jim Cornette was here right now, he'd be thinking about Chris Jericho and Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Absolutely. Oh, the Briscoe's got to be thinking about ending this.
Cover.
Take the pinfall,
How'd he
please.
kick? He kicked out.
Why is he kicking out?
You notice something about Samoa Joe, though. He was slow to get up from that backdrop driver. That fall from the top rope definitely took something out of Samoa Joe.
This just shows how important the ROH World title is, that Jay Briscoe would be going through this and still competing to try to become the 4th ROH champion.
This Briscoe Samoa Joe feud kept getting more and more brutal, and it's ending right here tonight. And there's a boot to the face. And look at Briscoe. Backdrop driver of his own scores. Where is Briscoe getting it from? What heart? What determination?
I can't believe this, Chris.
What toughness! Oh, and look at Briscoe. He is crawling for the corner again. Maybe going to try to climb his way up and out of the cage.
How could he possibly know where he's at? He's running on instinct, Chris.
That blood is still pouring out of his head. Referee Todd Sinclair has to think about calling it, but I think Joe might be out. We might have a new world champion. No, there's Joe.
Joe's going up top again. This does not bode well for the competitor, for Jay Briscoe.
Look at Briscoe fighting. What an ace crusher off the top rope. The champion is down.
And the fans are going bananas here in the Rexplex. What action we're seeing for the ROH World Title.
This is the kind of effort that makes legends. This is the kind of effort that makes you from one of the great ones to one of the immortal ones. And we are seeing it from Jay Briscoe. We are seeing it from Samoa Joe in front of 1,800 fans right outside of New York City.
And the fans now getting behind Jay Briscoe. How could they not?
What an atmosphere. You have to be here live to experience something like this. Both men toe to toe.
This is fighting spirit personified here in the steel cage. And Joe's got him hooked, but Jay blocks a low blow. No code in this one. And a big lariat.
And the champion is down.
The champion could be out, Chris.
And look at that puddle of blood. The blood still pouring out of the forehead of Jay Briscoe. Oh, he needs some help. He needs some medical attention.
I've seen some bloodbaths in my life, but this takes the cake, Chris. And Jay, once again, going to the top rope.
Jay trying to climb out. This was Jim Cornette's strategy. Just get out of the cage. He said Jay Briscoe would dive into the 14th row if he had to. But Joe cutting him off once again. And Jay fighting back. And there's a boot. Down goes Joe.
Oh!
The dizziness costing Jay Briscoe. He lost his balance. He almost had it.
That was his opportunity right there, but he just got crotched on the top rope.
Too much blood loss.
If he would have stayed on that rope, he would have been world champion right as we speak, but no.
Samoa Joe now up back to his feet. Enziguri puts Jay Briscoe down.
And he's in another precarious position against that fence.
It might be ole ole time again.
Yeah, it is. He's called for it.
And look, that ole ole kick was so hard that the cage is breaking.
Wait, and Mark's pulling it out. Look, Jay's going to get out of the cage. We're going to have a new champion, Chris. I can't believe what we're seeing.
He's almost there. He's using the table to pull himself out.
We almost had a new world champion right there. What an opportunity for Jay Briscoe. I can't believe what we're seeing.
And Mark Briscoe, a definite factor in this match, pulling that cage open.
Power bomb by Joe.
Cover. No, Jay kicks out.
This could be it. This is the STF, Chris. Give it up, Jay. It's not worth it.
Oh, Jay's definitely going to pass out here. There's no way he can hold on.
I'm going to pass out just for watching this.
I hope he passes out. He could save not only his career, but his life if he just loses here.
That's true. But no, he's not giving up. My good Lord.
Where is Jay Briscoe getting this from?
I have no idea.
What a legendary effort we're witnessing right here. Samoa Joe, look at the shock. Look at the disappointment on Samoa Joe's face. Samoa Joe can't believe it. He is looking up at the sky and asking God himself, what's it gonna take?
Look at the blood clotting. Oh my God, Chris.
Oh, this is just disgusting. My stomach is
This
burning.
is disturbing. I have never seen anything quite like this. What a fight for the ROH World Title.
Oh, I hope you're not eating anything and watching this at home. Oh, look at those brutal knees. Just peppering Jay with those slaps. Enziguri by Briscoe. Kick to the gut. He's got him hooked.
Oh no!
Jay Driller.
Oh my God! Get out of the cage, Jay. This is your opportunity.
The Jay Driller puts them all down from Christopher to
What's he doing? He's trying.
He already played a factor before by holding that cage open, and he is climbing up now.
And wait, AJ Styles!
It's the pure champion. He's got Mark.
Oh no, Styles crash on the floor!
Yes.
AJ has come to the defense of Samoa Joe. Ricky Steamboat made the defenses between these two champions, and now Jay's trying to escape the cage.
Jay almost has it. He's got 1 foot over Joe, holding on for dear life. The blood continuing to pour out of the head of Jay Briscoe.
Oh wait, is he trying to throw Jay out of the cage? That's gonna kill him, Chris.
No, but then we have a new champion. No, he's pulling him into the cage. He's got him hooked. Oh, no, this is like do or die against homicide.
Oh my God.
Dangerous muscle buster.
And that's it. Samoa Joe defends the world title. But what a contest for the ages.
Samoa Joe has just made it to 1 year as Ring of Honor World Champion. 1 year he has held that belt. 14 successful title defenses. It's an all-star list of challengers that Joe has put down, from Doug Williams to AJ Styles, Homicide, both Briscoes, Paul London, Christopher Daniels, Dan Moss, PJ Whitmer. He's defended the belt in 4 quarter survivals. He's defended in the steel cage. He's been battered and bruised, and he survived it all. Who can finally defeat Samoa Joe? How long will he have this title belt for? But what an effort we just saw from Jay Briscoe. One for the ages. And Joe wants the mic.
We're good.
What a prestigious world champion we have. From Germany to England to Dayton, Ohio. What can you say to Jay Briscoe after what we've just seen?
I'm speechless, Chris. What a matchup. I can't believe what we just witnessed. I cannot believe it.
A lot of you out there said the Briscoes don't have what it takes to take the champion. A lot of you out there doubted these guys' heart and need and desire to win this belt. Jay Briscoe, God damn it, I was one of those people, but now I'm not.
What a great way to end this feud with a handshake. Respect has been earned. Samoa Joe tried to bully the Briscoes, intimidate them last year. Tradition continues. It all started. Those tag belts, the conclusion, the last stand. Battle lines are drawn, and now it ends with respect.
What was that? He just threw the...
And Joe's laughing about it.
He just hit AJ with that door. Was that by accident, Chris?
Joe's laughing about it.
AJ's not laughing.
It's a rivalry between the two belts back on. They're face to face. The two champions, the pure wrestling champion and the world champion.
Good.
This rivalry between the two belts is definitely not over.
Hey, calm down. Relax.
That shit's expensive.
Oh, don't take that shit, Joe. Don't take that shit,